Hello guys, welcome back. In this video I'm gonna teach with you how you can display the message after register the user, then who will be able to see the success message, right? And also I'm gonna teach with you how you can send the email. We will set up the email on this video. After completing this process, I will teach with you how you can send the email, activation email, right? So first thing, I'm gonna check the messages problem. In previous video we have seen the problems, right? The first thing, we need to write the empty method and pass the parameter like MSG, right? And this is our session name message. Then we need to cut that and write the if statement and call set $_session, which session I'm gonna call the message session, right? This one. So I'm gonna write the message basically brackets and paste that, right? And use this one, right? That's it. Let's check it now. I'm gonna enter the Java programmer at gmail.com 123456 hit enter. As you can see guys, we are able to see you have successfully registered. Please check your activation link, right? Let's refresh the page. Basically I have stored many record. As you can see, Java programmer, and this is a email, password and encrypted validation code, right? Now let's another thing is, I'm gonna refer that, then you will be able to see the message will be removed, as you can see, right? Okay, now let's talk about the send email. So first thing, we will create a function, send email function, right? Function send email, this is a function name. We will pass parameter like email, subject, MSG and header. Call, I'm going to call mail function, right? And then I need to pass those parameters, right? And just call return keyword, right? This is our simple mail function, right? This function will use to send the email, but this time you can't send the email using a localhost. I will upload this project on a live server, then you will be able to use that to send the email, right? Okay, so now the next thing, we need to call this function. So just copy that and go to below. After register the user, then you need to set up that on here, right? I'm gonna show it to you guys. Just a minute. I'm gonna use wrapper, right? This is our readable code. Okay, after the confirm, I'm gonna paste the send email function, and we need to pass 4 parameters. The first one parameter is basically email, right? First I'm gonna call the subject, which subject you want to send the email. I'm gonna use active your account, right? Now the next thing, you need to write MSG, please click the link below to active your account, and we will create a link, guys. Just a minute, I'm going to show it. First, we use http:// and your project name. My project name is login pro. I'm going to use login pro and just write basically \, and I will create an active activate.php page on later. This time I just assign the name of this page. Then I'm gonna call question mark and I will call get variable. Basically I will create a get variable. The first one is the email, right? And use equal sign and pass the email variable, right? I'm going to show it the email variable like this one, and copy that, paste it. And then we need to also use another parameter called and sign and make another get variable. I'm going to call code and assign the variable like validation code variable, right? This is our link. Okay, so I'm gonna cut that and paste it. Okay, just a minute. Validation code, please. What's the problem? Okay, we need to assign the equal sign, guys. Okay, so this is our, just a minute, cut that and paste it. Okay, remove that. Where is the problem? MSG active, please active your account, and this is your link. Okay, here is the problem. Okay, so this is our first parameter, this is our second, and finally we need to create another variable like header. You can write any name as you like. In my case I use header, and I use from no reply admin at OnlineITtuts.com. okay, this is our email. So first parameter, you need to pass your email variable that will get the user email. Then second one is your subject variable that will get the subject variable that will get this text, right? And third one is your message variable that will get the text and also activation link. And the final is a header, right? This is your bell function that will help you to send the email, right? Now the next thing we need to call, we will create a basically activation function. At this time I just want to show you how you can set up the email and how you can send configure the email. In the next video I'm going to teach with you how you can send the create a activation function, and we will check this function, send the email using localhost with manually, right? Using this link. Okay, this link I will teach with you on later. This time I just want to show you, right? So thank you very much for watching. See you in the next lecture, guys. Hello guys, welcome back. In the previous lecture we have discussed all about how we can set up our email function. In this video I'm gonna teach with you how we can check it manually. So first thing I'm gonna show it to you guys. Okay, first thing, this is our email setup, right? This is the email setup, and this is our activation link, right? But we need to also use localhost, right? Basically I will upload this project localhost and \n. This is localhost, this is your project name, this is your activate page. Basically activate page I have made. As you can see, this is a very simple page. I just included the two files, header, nav, and this is a footer file, right? And this is simple content. I'm gonna show with you just a minute. Okay, this is our activation file, right? I'm gonna remove this one. Okay, this is the activation sample file. Now we will check it manually. So first thing, you need to make a function. I'm gonna open a function.php file and I'm gonna create a function, activation function activation. You can write any name as you like. then you need to write if $_server brackets request underscore method equal to get. Basically this is a get variable. Basically those are get variables like email and code, right? Then I'm gonna display the value on the browser. So first thing you need to write echo and make a variable. You can write any name as you like. In my case I use email equal $_get brackets and single quotation. Inside the single quotation you need to pass the get variable like email, paste it, and echo code equal to $_get, and second one get variable like this one, right? Then the next thing you need to copy this function and go to activate.php page, and then I'm gonna paste it before the activation page, I mean activation text. Okay, so this is our function. Now the next thing is very important. I'm going to show with you guys, just a minute. Here, this is a user registration. If user will enter correct information, then who will be able to save the record. Otherwise I want to use else statement. I'm going to copy the complete this one code, paste here. If user will enter wrong information or who will not register the account, then I'm gonna display the message bg danger, and please I'm gonna change that your account not active, not register, please try again, right? This is our else statement. If user will enter correct information, then who will be able to see the message like you have successfully registered, please check your activation link. Otherwise who will be able to see your account not registered, please try again, right? And who will redirect with the same page. Now let's check it now, the email activation working or not. So first thing you need to copy this one URL and go to browser and paste it, right? Then go to your database and select the any one email. For example, I'm gonna copy this one email. I will check it manually and paste here, right? This one, and you need to write the manual code like validation code. Copy this validation code and paste it and hit enter. As you can see, we are received the email and also validation code on the browser. It means we are working fine on this time. Now the next thing you need to do is you need to write the query, right? The query is very simple. I'm going to use SQL select static from users where email equal to single quotation dot escape. I'm gonna call the email function, right? Email variable like this one, and I'm gonna check it the database name. Okay, this is the email column name, and we need to use the validation code. Validation, let's go code equal to, no, I remove the dot sign, right? I just write single quotation, and we need to paste it, right? Select static from users, then we need to use terminator sign and call the, I'm going to create result variable and call query function that will help you to run the query, and copy this one SQL and paste it. And we need to use also confirm method that will check to query perfect or not. Otherwise I'm gonna redirect with user. I'm gonna just display the message, right? So I just call P. I'm gonna call if fetch data. I'm gonna call the if statement fetch data function, fetch data, and pass the result variable. If the get variable data and your database data will match inside our database, then come into the if body and display the message like echo paragraph. I'm gonna copy the paragraph text. Where is the paragraph text? This one, okay, this one. Copy it and go to below and paste it and close the paragraph tag. Your account successfully registered, right? Else activated, right? Activated. Otherwise I'm going to copy that and paste here. Otherwise we will be able to see BG danger, your account not activated, right? So save that, and in the next video I'm going to teach with you how we can update the record. So thank you very much for watching. See you in the next lecture, guys. Hello guys, welcome back. In previous lecture we have received the data from get variables and checked the data from the database columns, right? Now in this video we will update the record. If the get variable data like URL data like email and code will match our database columns, then I want to update the record, right? So this is a function, and this function will get the one parameter like result. Result function will get the complete query and the match the get variable and also your database columns record. It's the record will match, then come into the if body, and I want to update the record. So SQL, I'm going to use query. This is a my variable. I'm going to use update user set active. This is a database column name equal to, I'm going to assign the value like 0 and comma. I'm going to call validation underscore code. This is also database column name equal to no, I'm going to change that 1 and validation code is a 0, where email equal to single quotation the get variable email, right, and validation underscore code equal to this code variable, right? Then I need to use a result to query function and pass the parameter like SQL query, right? I'm going to show with you the active and also validation code on the database. Okay, this is your active column name, and this is your validation code. If the database column and get variable value, this value, this is a basically get variable and this is a get variable value, will match our database value, then I want to update the record. The update the record means the validation code will be used or display 0, and activation or active the number will be displayed 1. So this is a query, right? This query will be used to update the record. Now the final step we need to do is call confirmation and pass result variable 2. Then I need to use set message, basically session message, right, and redirect with what is function name, redirection, or I think redirect. This is the function name. I need to call that and redirect the user with login.php page. Okay, I'm gonna call okay, this one. What is problem? Okay, I check it, guys, just a minute. I call redirect login PHP page, right? And who will be able to see this message? Your account successfully activated, right? Otherwise, who will be able to see BG danger text center, your account not activated, right? So let's check it now on the browser. So I'm gonna use this one also. First I'm gonna remove this one, complete URL. Okay, and we just need to copy the complete URL, this one, and paste here, and go to your database, copy the email and paste here, and copy the validation port, paste here, and hit enter. We are able to see login.php page, and we need to check it's update or not. Okay, we are able to see record has been updated, but we can't see the display message, right, on this page. So I just need to go on login.php page, and where I will display the, okay, I'm gonna display this message on here. I'm gonna call display message function that will use to display the message. This is the session message function, right? Let's check it now, another value. Okay, so go to function.php, copy complete URL and paste here, and we need to update another record like this one, email, paste here, and validation code. Here is a validation code, right, and paste here, and then hit enter. As you can see, guys, your account successfully registered. If I will enter wrong information, then what we will see on this page. So let's check it now. First I'm gonna use another, this one, paste here, and this one, and paste here, right? This is the correct information, but I enter wrong code like this one. As you can see, guys, your account not activated, no activated. Okay, so we need to use not activated, right? Where is the not activated? Not active, right? So let's check it now in the database, this account activated or not. As you can see, Josh Thomas is a not activated account. So I hope you understood as well all about the match the get variable data to database and update the record. So thank you very much for watching. See you in the next lecture, guys. Hello guys, welcome back. In this video I'm going to teach with you how you can validate the login form, like first and second input text field, like username and password, right? So first thing, you need to open the login form file on the code editor. So here is a file, and we have 2 input text fields and 1 button, right? So I'm gonna cut that and write the form tag and use method post, right? Inside the font tag I'm gonna paste the 2 input text field and one button, right? Now the next thing, you need to go on functions.php file and you need to create a function, login user login validation, right? The validation function. Before creating a validation function, user validation function, I'm gonna show with you another important thing. I go to above and then I'm gonna show with you guys, just a minute. Basically here is I have written the statement like echo and div and alert danger, and pass the one parameter or display the error variable that will help you to display the errors. I'm gonna show with you, just a minute. I go to register.php. I'm gonna use first I'm gonna use something and something at gmail.com and hit enter. As you can see guys, this is a basically error. This error has been appeared with the help of this statement, right? So I will use this statement again and again. So what I can do, guys, we need to make a function, then we will use this statement again and again. We don't need to use to written the div class alert danger and something. So I'm gonna cut that and I go to above and I'm gonna create a function before the user validation. I'm gonna call errors function error validation parentheses curly brackets, and I'm gonna call return and this statement, right? But we need to use also single quotation and pass that, right? We need to use this variable inside the parentheses, right? And just call this function anywhere, then you will be able to see same thing on the browser. Just a minute. Parentheses and pass the parameter like this one, right? Save that and let's check it now again. I'm gonna use something at gmail.com. as you can, same thing, right? Why we need to use we need to create this function? Because we will use that on any time, any place to display the error. I'm going to show with you. I go to below and let's work on the login validation. So I'm going to open the login form, and first thing I'm going to create a function login validation parentheses curly brackets. First we need to copy this function and go to login.php page, and after the display underscore message we need to paste login validation function, right? Then go to function.php file. We need to get the value from first input text field and second input text field with the help of names. So I'm going to call user email and clean function. I'm going to use clean function before getting the data I'm going to use if statement. If $_server request method equal to post, come into the if body and get the value from input text field. The first input text field name is uname. I think uname. I'm gonna change that uemail. Okay, copy that and paste here, and used second one is a user pass clean $_ post, and I need to copy that and paste it, right? And I'm gonna use validation. Which validation? I'm gonna use validation empty fields, because I have written already different validation on above. This time I'm gonna use user email validation empty fields, and we need to also create a errors array, because we will use that to display the error, right? Then I'm going to call errors array, copy that basically and paste here, and I'm going to call please enter your email, right? And then I'm going to use again if empty user pass is not is empty, then come into the if body and display the error message, right? Then I'm going to call for if the not empty. What is not empty? This array, then come into the if body for each loop, and I'm gonna call the, I'm gonna remove this one, okay, and I'm gonna copy that and paste here and change the variable name. Do you want to use that? You can use that. In my case, I'm gonna change that to use error, right? This is my another variable, right? This is the array variable. Inside that we need to use echo and the function name. Which function? The function will be used to display the error. I'm going to show with you. I have written the function on above, and this one function, right guys, this one function. Copy that and go to below and paste it. Use parentheses and pass the one parameter like this one. Copy that, paste here. Use terminator sign, right? This is our complete process to display the validation. Okay, now another thing is basically this is my mistake. I'm going to copy the second one and protect field name, copy that and paste here, and also user pass, okay, and please enter your email, enter your password. Save that and let's check it now in the browser. Refresh that and hit enter. Please enter your email, please enter your password. If I will enter username and I'm going to press, okay, this is the email, and I'm going to use please enter your password, right? So this is the validation that will use to display the error. If username user email and password will empty, then display the error message. I hope you are understood as well. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next lecture, guys. Hello guys, welcome back. In this video I'm gonna teach with you how you can use login values to redirect the user with another page. If user will enter correct email and password, who will redirect with another page, otherwise we will be able to see error message on the browser. So let's do that. First open your code editor, and after this function I'm going to create another function, user login function. Okay, I'm going to call function user login, pass two parameter, email, you can write any name, and you pass. Okay, those are parameters, and we need to copy this function. After this if statement I'm gonna paste, I'm gonna use else statement, and I'm gonna call if the function name login, user login, and pass two parameter. The parameter will be changed. I'm gonna copy the above parameter like this one, paste it. this is our function, and we need to pass two parameters. Like first one is a user email and second one is a user password that will use to get their data from input text field, and this function will use to check the email and password will match with database or not. I'm gonna show with you. If the username and email user email and password will match, then I'm gonna redirect with, I'm gonna call redirect function, and I'm gonna redirect with admin.php. Otherwise who will be able to see, I'm gonna call echo validation error validation function, and inside that I'm gonna call please enter correct email and password or password. Right, this is our simple statement. Inside this curly bracket, first I'm going to call query. This is my query variable, and query is very simple. You select static from your table name is users where email equal to, this is the database column name. I'm going to show with you. As you can see, email, this is the database column name, and inside the single quotation you need to pass the first one parameter like you email. And also I'm going to call and the user will be activated, otherwise who will be able to see error message. I'm going to show with you. This is the active page, active column name. As you can see, equal to 1 means activated, user will activate it. Then I'm going to call result and query function and pass the query variable, right? Then I'm going to call if and make a variable like row. You can write any name as you like. In my case I use row, and call fetch data function. Inside that we need to pass the result variable. Copy that and paste it and use these curly brackets. Then you need to get the data from a database. Which data? Password. Why? Password is encrypted. You need to decrypt it, the password, and then you will need to match the password, database password with your input text field password. So I'm going to use db, this is my local variable, and I'm going to call row. This variable will get the data from database with the help of columns. So you need to write row bracket single quotation. Inside the single quotation you need to pass the parameter like password. I'm gonna get the password and assign the password with db password variable. I'm gonna call password. This password will store inside the db password variable, right? Then I'm gonna call if md5. This is a basically function that will use to encrypt the passwords. Then I'm gonna call upass. This is a parameter that will get the data from input text field equal to the database password. Then come into the if body and get return true, otherwise return false. That's it. If username will enter correct email and password, then who will redirect with admin.php, otherwise who will be able to see please enter correct username and password. Let's check it now. Okay, so I'm going to copy the first one link. This is the activated user. I'm going to show it to you. As you can see, activated, right? I'm going to copy that and paste here, and then I'm going to use password 1 2 3 4 5 6, hit enter. As you can see guys, I am redirected with admin.php. Let's check it now. Well, enter wrong password. Please enter correct email or password, right? And let's try it to enter unactivated account, right? And I'm going to use again 1 2 3. Okay, as you can see, I'm not redirect with admin.php page. Why? Because this is a not activated account, as you can see. Let's check it now with another. Okay, let's try it another activated account, and I'm gonna use 1 2 3 4 5 6. I think 1 2 3. Okay, I think password is wrong. I don't remember the password with this one. I'm gonna try it. I don't remember the password basically. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. As you can see, I'm redirected with another page, right? So this is a basically validation and a login system. I hope you understood as well. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next lecture, guys. Hello guys, welcome back. In this video I'm gonna teach with you how you can add another features like user will enter correct username and password, I mean email and password, who will redirect with another page like admin.php, and you will hide the login and register button and display the logout button. If user will click on the logout button, then who will redirect with index.php page or login.php page. So we will use those features on this video. So first thing you need to do on open user login function, and before the return function you need to make a session. I'm gonna call session and write the any name as you like. I'm gonna use email and get the email from this input text field, I mean this parameter. And when user will enter the email, then email will store in the session. Which session? The session name is the email, right? Then I'm gonna create a function, logged in function. I'm gonna call function logged in parenthesis split bracket. I'm gonna call if session. Which session? Email session is active. Then come into the if body and return true, otherwise return false, right? So save that, and I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to open admin.php page. Where is the admin.php is? So first I'm going to use php tag, and I'm going to call function, right? No, I'm going to call if statement. If the function is active, then come into the if body and display the message, you have successfully logged in, otherwise who will redirect with login.php page. So let's check it now. I'm gonna use same email like this one, copy that, paste here, use 1 2 3 4 5 6. You are successfully logged out. I mean logged in, right? Now let's work on to display the logout button and hide the register and also login button, right? So I'm gonna open my first, I'm gonna remove the design. So I'm gonna open a navigation bar, and I'm gonna copy that, paste 2 times, right, and remove those buttons. And first one is about, and first I'm gonna call log out, no login, okay, login, and this one is a register, and copy that and paste here. This is our log out. Okay, so we need to also change the links, login.php, and this one is the register.php. I'm gonna remove this one. Basically I just want to design the page. Okay, perfect, but I want to display this navigation bar in the right side. So I go to above and I'm gonna remove the margin right auto, remove that and refresh that, right? So first thing you need to use, I'm gonna open the function.php file. I have stored the email session in the session, right? So we will use session to hide and display the logout button, but before working on that we need to work on logout button. So you need to go on logout .php page and use php, and first you need to get the value of file functions config.php file, then just call session underscore destroy and redirect with the user login.php page, right? That's it. Okay, sir, and let's open the nav.php page, and also I'm gonna copy that and paste here, and I just change the name logout.php page, logout, sir. After that, as you can see, logout, I click on that, I redirect with login.php page. I'm gonna open the email and password is 123456, hit enter, right? Now the next thing is very important. I want to user will enter correct username and password, then who will be able to see logout button, otherwise logout button will be hide, right? So how I can do that? Go to our nav.php page and you need to cut that and use if statement. First use PHP basic syntax and use if set $session. Which session? Email session. The email already stored in this session. If user will enter correct email and password, then email will store in the session. Which session? Email session, right? Then display, I'm gonna use another way. I'm gonna close PHP tag and use again PHP starting tag, right? Inside that I'm gonna paste this code, right? And I'm gonna remove the logout code, right? If session email session is active, then I'm gonna display the logout button, right? I'm gonna display the logout button. Otherwise I cut that. Otherwise in the else statement I'm gonna use again, I'm gonna close the PHP tag and starting the PHP tag, and inside that I'm gonna paste that, right? Just a minute. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna use this one. Okay, basically this is a starting tag and this is a closing tag. Inside the starting and closing tag I have used if statement to check the if session is active, then come into the if body. This is a if body starting and closing body. Inside that I just use a link, means a logout link. Inside the link have a logout .php page. Then I use again starting PHP tag and the closing the if body, and use else statement and close the PHP tag, right? Then I use again the login and register link. Then I use again starting PHP tag and close the else statement, curly bracket, and close the PHP tag, right? Save that and let's check it now. As you can see guys, login and register button has been hidden. I'm gonna click on that. As you can see, there are logout button has been hidden, right? I'm gonna click on, I'm gonna open the same username email. Copy that and paste here. Login. Okay, email. Password is 123456. 123456789, as you can see, guys. So we have made successfully login and registration system. I hope you understood as well. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next lecture, guys. Hello guys, welcome back. In this video I'm gonna teach with you remember me features. And when user click on the remember me, then I will create a cookie and also sessions to store the session and cookie on my browser. Once this session and cookie will store on the browser, then user will able to close the browser, and after closing the browser, user will able to open the admin page without locking the system, right? So first thing I'm going to show with you practically. I'm going to use webdev@gmail.com. I'm going to use password 123456 and hit enter. I'm logged in. This is the admin.php page, right? I'm going to close that and I'm going to open this page again. Just a minute. I'm going to open login, localhost, login pro, and then admin.php, right? I can't still available on admin.php page. Why? Because we need to create a cookie and also session to store the session and cookie inside our browser. How I can do that? Let's start to understand how we can do that. So first thing, you need to go on your code editor and go to login.php page. First thing, you do need to cut that and paste the after input text field with the type of checkbox. I'm gonna paste it right now. The next thing, you need to go on functions.php file and go to above, and this is your login validation function, I think. Okay, no, I think some okay, just a minute. Okay, now go to login validation function. Inside that, you need to get the data from checkbox. I'm going to create a variable remember, and I'm going to call it set $post, and I just copy the name of the remember like this one. This is a checkbox name, and paste here, right? First thing is you need to get the data from checkbox. Now the next thing, you need to go on below on here, and inside the parentheses you need to pass another parameter. You can write any name as you like. In my case, I use remember. Then before the session, you need to use if remember variable like this one parameter equal to true, means checked. Then come into the if body and create a cookie. Enter the cookie name. I'm gonna enter the cookie name ml. And what do you want to target? I want to target the email. This is the second parameter, right? This is your cookie name, and this is a target of the cookie, right? This email, this input text email will store on the cookie with the name of email, right? Now the next thing, you need to call time function, use parentheses, and I'm gonna get the time from Google. You need to assign the seconds. I'm gonna call 1 day seconds. I'm gonna copy that and use plus sign and paste it. This cookie will store on the browser 1 day, right? Now the next thing you need to do, another thing is, I have used true, means checked. You can also use on, means checked, off means unchecked, and I'm going to use true, and you can also use false, means unchecked. Okay, I'm going to use true. Okay, then the next thing, you need to go on below and this is the logged in function. Inside that, first thing you need to use session is set, and I missed it, parentheses, and after the parentheses, this one parenthesis, you need to use or sign and call is set $_cookie. Which cookie? You need to write the cookie name. Cookie name is email. Copy that, paste it, right? Then the next thing, you need to go on above, and inside the user login function, this one have 3 parameters like email, pass. Remember, 2 parameters available on this parenthesis. We need to also include another parameter, so I'm going to use comma and go to above, and this variable will get the value from checkbox, so you need to paste it, save that. This is our perfect feature that we'll use to create a cookie inside our browser. So let's check it now. First refresh that, and I'm going to close that. I'm going to use webdev@gmail.com. I'm going to use password 123456. I'm logged in. Okay, and let's check it now. Cookie or sessions created or not. I think session will create, but you can't see the cookie. Yellow cookies, see all cookies. I'm going to call local host. I'm going to click on that. As you can see, this is a session cookie, right? This is a session cookie, but I'm going to remove that. I'm going to call again localhost, remove that, right? And I'm going to log out, and I'm going to click remember me webdev@gmail.com. Password is 123456. Logged in. We are successfully logged in. Let's check it now, the cookie, and also go session created or not. Localhost. I think something is wrong. Localhost. As you can see, guys, this is a session cookie, and this is our email cookie. Inside our email cookie have our email that will get from input text field, and this email will store on the browser. Okay, now the next thing is very important. I'm still logged in my account, or you can say that application, and this is the admin page. I close the browser and open the browser again. Then you will be able to see I'm also logged in. Localhost login pro /admin. As you can see, guys, I'm logged in on my page, but the problem is very important. The problem is I'm able to see 2 links appeared on here. The first one is a login, and second one is a register, but I want to remove those links to display the registration logout links. So let's work on that. So I'm gonna open nav.php page. This is our session. If our session email is active, to display the logout button, and also I'm gonna call or is set $cookie. Which cookie? I'm gonna call email cookie. If session or cookie is active, to display the logout button. So let's check it now. As you can see, guys, we are able to see logout button has been appeared on the browser. I'm gonna click on that and redirect on my login.php page. I'm gonna refresh that. Just a minute. I'm gonna refresh that. But still I am able to see the logout button has been appeared, but we will work on to expire the cookie. And when user click on the logout button, then I want to remove the cookie, right? But still cookie is available on the browser. So after using unset cookie method, then you will be able to see cookie will be removed on the browser. So let's check out now. I'll go to logout.php page, and I'm going to call if set the cookie, which cookie email is active. Then I'm going to call unset cookie, and the cookies email, right? Okay, and now I cut that and paste this one, right? And then I'm gonna call set cookie cookie just a minute. I'm gonna use email, and I'm gonna leave that, and I'm gonna use time method and negative, and go to your function.php page and copy the same numbers that have inside our creating a cookie, right? So I'm now open logout.php and paste it. Remove that, have that, and let's check it now on the browser. Okay, still cookie available, so I'm gonna remove the cookie from the browser. Settings and advanced site settings, cookies, CL cookies. I'm gonna call localhost. I'm gonna remove those cookies. Okay, so look at that. As you can see, guys, we are able to see login and register button have been appeared. Let's work on let's check it now. This time is working fine or not, right? And I'm gonna click logout. As you can see, guys, I'm able to see login and register button has been appeared. Let's check it now. The cookie available on the node. As you can see, cookie and session have been removed on the browser. So this is a very simple process to use remember me feature on your login system. I hope you are understood as well. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next lecture, guys.